4 right now. I had my stand-up and I'm starting on a new project today. This is one of the 3 projects that I may be on, but I think this one is a short one. I'll be here for a sprint and then I will be moving to an official client project because this is an internal one. I'm onboarding today. We're doing a handoff. I have 2 meetings today dedicated to handing off the current work from the other team to this new team, which I will be part of. I'll also have like an individual meeting with one of the devs that I'll be taking over the work for. That's what's happening today. And then I will be getting my environment set up and start officially, I think, tomorrow. I think this is a 2-week sprint. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll keep you guys updated after I figure out what's happening with this project today. So I will take you along with me today for a work day in the life of onboarding on another project. I'll try to explain as much as I can, at least without breaking like the NDA or something. Basically, onboarding with a new client, you get access to everything and then you set up your environment, you sign contracts like the non-disclosure agreement, the NDA form, which like you can't talk about basically what you're doing with a client, like client business, with anyone or anywhere. I've been on a project with a client who has made us sign an NDA and another that hasn't, so I'm not sure with this next one. I'm pretty sure we would have to sign an NDA. So right now I'm currently just trying to join their Postman workspace. We're using like a free version though. We're not paying for the license, so only 3 people can be in that workspace. So they're trying to hand off that workspace to us, and we're just getting that taken care of right now. And Postman API is basically where you can test your endpoints, so you can see the response. That's what we use Postman API for. After we do all our testing there, making sure everything's working, then we integrate our APIs to the front end, and then we design it in the front end to display the data that's being returned by that endpoint. Our KT meeting, KT is knowledge transfer. You hand off the project to a different team and then we do a KT. So we know exactly what the code is doing and just getting the hang of where everything is basically and how the code base is structured. It's 10:47 right now. I have a meeting at 11:30. And then 1 p.m. is the meeting for handing everything off to the team. And then I have a meeting after that with the other dev to talk more about what I would be doing in my role. Also, yesterday I kind of almost passed out. I was struggling to breathe and I was feeling bad lightheadedness, and so we went to urgent care and then they did an EKG and did a chest x-ray just to see if my lungs and heart were okay. Those tests came out fine, but I had to do a blood test too. They said that I wasn't like officially dehydrated where it's a problem, but I guess I just didn't drink enough water because they couldn't find my vein. They tried 7 different spots. They only were able to get like 1 small vial and they needed 3, so 1 small and 2 big ones. It was my first time getting it done on my hand, and it's really itchy, and they did tell me that it would be itchier than this. 2 here, 1 here, 2 here. Was it 3 here? Sorry, no, 2. But it didn't work out, so that was fun. But they told me to just come back in like 2 days and make sure I hydrate, so I've been really trying to hydrate. I think the past week I've been struggling to breathe, and the last time this happened it was due to stress, but this time I'm not really stressed out about anything, so I'm not sure what's triggering it. And it's not COVID, because I know like shortness of breath is a symptom, but it's not that. I tested twice and it was fine, so I don't know. I don't know what's causing it. I guess we'll see after the blood work gets done. And I'm glad today we have lots of meetings to distract me from that. Okay, well, let's make some coffee. Okay, I think I'm gonna make a protein coffee. So what I used to do is I would get this salted caramel protein shake. I would just pour it over ice and use an espresso pod. So I love coffee and I used to make espresso every single day, but then my body was going through some withdrawals, so I was trying to stray away from coffee at least, or that much caffeine. My headaches were really bad if I didn't drink caffeine or if I didn't have my coffee. So now I'm in a better place and I think I can start drinking it again. I'm gonna make this right now and then that should last me until after my meeting. I'm about to have a one-on-one with one of our vice presidents of the company. Usually we like to set up these one-on-ones at least monthly with higher ups so we can stay connected. Okay, starting. Hey. That meeting kind of ran longer than expected, so it's currently 12:24 p.m. and I have my next meeting, the handoff meeting, at 1, so I have 36 minutes to eat. Kind of just want to eat toast with like cream cheese or something and then eggs maybe. Yeah, you know what, that sounds good. I will do that. It is 12:43. I have 17 minutes until my next meeting, so I will eat this and enjoy it. I totally forgot I had half an avocado. Oh.
The code based out of AWS, it's extra precaution in case the environment blows up or goes down. You just allow the code to run inside of that environment. I don't even know what access to that. I'm not having it.
Just finished both meetings regarding my new project, so after this, actually I have another, I forgot I have another meeting. It's currently 3 p.m. so I've had meetings since 1 p.m. and I have another one right now that will last 30 minutes, and after that then I will start setting up my environment more and just getting access and everything. So I will join my meeting now. There's a few things that I have to do to set up my environment. So I have access to Postman now and access to the AWS console, all the AWS stuff. We're good to go on that, and then Bitbucket as well. We're storing code in both Bitbucket and AWS just in case AWS goes down. I need to look over some documentations in case we miss anything during the handoff meeting, so documentation is always important as well. A lot of people are collaborating in like a code base, and sometimes it's not as clear what one person was doing, so it's good to keep documentation just to help others understand what's happening, as well as like onboarding documentation, stuff like that. Just directions to do something, basically. I don't know if that was a good explanation, but that's what's happening today. So for this last meeting, the one that I just finished, we went over the code and how it was structured and where everything is, just so we're familiar with it when we start actually doing work. This is a 2-person team, me and another developer who is a tech lead. This is basically a POC. POC stands for proof of concept. It's pretty cool. We're working with Gen AI and it's my first time working with AI, so I'm very excited. Everything they're doing is pretty cool. That's basically what they were trying to explain during this handoff and what they've done and all of that. So I just finished that meeting, so that was my last meeting of the day, and now I can focus on actually setting up my environment. Now I'm going to clone the repo and then set it up in my Visual Studio Code. So that's the IDE we usually work with, and I'm just gonna look through the code again and make sure I can run the actual app. That's pretty much it. That's the goal for today. Sometimes there could be some obstacles that makes it a little longer to set up, but hopefully this one will not be too hard. Tomorrow we'll actually start doing some coding. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to code commit in AWS and then cloning the existing repos so I can open it up in Visual Studio Code and then run the app locally. Okay, it just took me a little bit to find out where our repos are, because with the AWS console it really depends on the region, so sometimes I forget that I'm in the wrong region and it doesn't show up there. So you can either clone it by HTTPS or SSH, and I usually do SSH because I think that it's just more secure. That's what I've been doing for this last project. I know the first project I have used HTTPS, and I know it's like a little easier. So if you clone with SSH, you need to figure out your credentials in the AWS console, and then you put in those credentials in VS Code, and you can clone that repo through SSH. And since I just got access, this is a new account, I do have to generate those credentials. If you clone with HTTPS, you do also need to generate credentials. It's just a little easier because you don't need to generate an SSH public key through the terminal, so you just skip a few steps basically. This is actually kind of why it could take a while to set up, because I know a lot of my coworkers and I have ran into issues just with these SSH keys and just trying to simply clone the repo. Hopefully, if my memory serves me right, I can do this easily. Works. Okay, normally what you would do is when you clone a repo, usually you would have to npm install to install all the packages that are part of that repo. If you do an npm I, it will install all those packages for you so that you can run the app. Okay, I see lots of errors. That's not good. You can't find the package.json file, so you need to make sure you have the package.json file. From that directory, you will do an npm install, so it should install all the packages that are listed in those files. But right now I can't find that file, so it doesn't know what to install. So earlier I was trying to clone the repo from AWS code commit. I was having trouble, so I decided to clone Bitbucket. We got Bitbucket working, but Bitbucket's repo does not have the package.json file. So I will make another attempt to clone AWS's repo because that one has it, and then I can make sure that it runs properly, because that's the main goal today. I just want to make sure that this app runs properly. I'm just glad it's working now. It is currently cloning, so it take a little bit if it's huge. This is a monorepo, so it has both front end and back end stuff. I'm gonna do the npm install, which should work, and then npm start, so I can see if the app is running. It's installing. It is installing the packages. Let's npm start. It works! It opened up the app, so that's all I need today. I call that a win. Just took some time to get there, but it always does. Okay, good start to the onboarding process. I think everything else is done. This is all I really needed to onboard. Tomorrow we do some actual coding, and I'm excited for that. Time for food. Guess what, guys? I just got the iPhone 15 Pro Max delivered. It just came, like literally the UPS guy just dropped it off. So I was planning on doing a little unboxing. I don't know what to expect. I feel like I haven't opened up a new iPhone in so long. Really, it's only been like a good 3 years at this point. I have the iPhone 12 Pro Max right now, which it really isn't that old. It's doing a really good job still. It's functioning properly and everything, but I just wanted to get a new phone because storage. I always end up cheaping out with storage and I always regret it. So this time I went with the 1 terabyte, which I think is still, it's overkill for a phone. But I do hear that the iPhone 15 Pro Max, like with a camera, the files are a lot larger, and I just don't want to risk, you know, regretting it. I just don't want to regret it again in the future. So I just went all out. I'm gonna open it up right now. I washed my hands. I don't want to get it dirty. So okay, let me go grab it. I'm gonna open this up. I'm very excited. I've had this blade since my last job in construction, and I really love it. This is one of the few good things that came out of that job. This and a backpack that I use for traveling. So okay. Whoa. Okay, the box is a little dirty, but it's fine. Alright, I also got the color natural titanium. Every time I've gotten an iPhone, I've always just wanted to get a white iPhone, but whenever I get the phone itself, they never have the white color. I don't even remember. The gold one for iPhone 7, and then the 12 Pro Max is black, which I love. I really wanted the black one for this one, the iPhone 15, but they said that it smudges around the edges. It smudges a lot, so I just wanted to get the natural color. I love the whole experience of opening like an Apple product. Very pretty. Ooh, I love that color. Let me take this out and compare it. I did not read up on the iPhone 15 Pro. Like, I just, all its specs, I'm not entirely familiar with it, but I've been planning to get a new phone since, I guess, last year, just because of the storage. So, and I take a lot of pictures and videos, so I'm planning to give this phone to my boyfriend because he has the 10 right now, and this would be an upgrade so we can play Call of Duty on the phone. Okay. It has like a layer on top, makes it a little cloudy. I'm not explaining this properly, but I feel like you have to look at it in person. Or there are better videos out there that will show it with like better quality cameras. It will never be this clean again. Also, I didn't realize that it would come this soon. I didn't expect it to come this soon. I don't have a case for it. So the sides, apparently, it'll leave some fingerprints on there very easily. So that's what I'm just like sad about. And apparently it's hard to clean, or at least with the 12, I think this previous design, you can easily clean it off. I know like the fingerprints can easily like show on there, but you can clean it off. With this one, from the videos that I've seen, it seems like it's hard to come off. I think this is a little damaged. Oh yeah, it's already starting to pick up like fingerprints, and I don't like that. I just can't believe that this is like $1,200 with a discount. It's just insane to me. Like, this is the 1 terabyte. I know like that's like a lot of storage, but still, like for a phone, you could buy a laptop with that. I am excited though, because apparently camera's better, and I do love taking pictures and videos. Yeah, it has a little scratch. But yeah, this is a really pretty color. It's kind of grayish. It's between gray and beige, I would say. I don't know if you can see, there are already smudges. It's not very obvious on the camera. Stop picking it up. You know what? This isn't even a review. This is not an official unboxing review. If you want to find out more about this phone, there are way more videos out there that can do it better. But this is just an unboxing. It came today, so I thought that I would record it and show you guys. Okay, let's turn this on. Same size as this Pro Max, I think. 6.7, I believe. But look at this. I love the black. Just like the previous design. It's just so good. This is the 12 though. I don't even know about the 14 Pro, if it's different or not, but I love how this looks. So this is actually gonna be my work phone. I will be trying to get a SIM from T-Mobile, an eSIM, so I could have dual SIM. So the only thing this comes with is the cable to charge, and it is now USB-C on both sides. So it is a USB-C port versus a lightning port. So this is my old phone, new phone. I hate the fact that they removed the adapter, like the little cube, for the actual cable to work. Like, I don't understand why Apple would remove that. What if others don't have that adapter? Like, it's just so annoying how they make you spend so much money. And no more earphones. Like, I mean, that's old news, but still, why? Plus, their phones are just getting more expensive. More and more expensive. And I still buy their phones. So, iPhones, yes. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that unboxing. It was just a short little part of this video that I wanted to include this unboxing just because it came today. So, 1 terabyte of storage. I'm excited about that. Fish cake, anchovy, cucumbers, kimchi, pork belly, and beef brisket.